An introduction. So desensitization is basically just a diminished emotional response to something that you get repeated exposure to. So, like if a doctor continuously has patients die on them, they're gonna feel it less emotionally over and over. And then the internet desensitization is the same sort of concept, but through content on the internet. And it's, breaking people's minds down, and we're gonna have to do something like censor the internet or have like a sort of age verification system if we want to get rid of this, or stop it rather. Raise your hand if you think that you've been desensitized to anything due to the internet. If you didn't raise your hand, you have either never went on the internet or are a dirty, dirty liar, and I don't like a liar. The history of it, public internet access didn't become a major thing until the early 1990s, so internet desensitization didn't even become a thing until the early 1990s. It's a pretty new concept, but due to the rapid evolution of technology like smartphones, younger and younger people are becoming like more and more easily able to, access just explicit content. If you're too chicken to raise your hand, so be it. But I ask you to raise your hand if you've seen explicit content through the internet at young ages. You should pretty much all be raising your hands because if you've been on the internet for more than an hour, there's a high chance you've seen something unsavory. Extent. So when a tragedy happens, such as like this recent Parkland thing, and usually within 2 weeks, which this is actually a bit of an anomaly, it is usually forgotten. That's largely due to the amount of just tragedies that just happens in society, and people are just so desensitized to it. Hopefully something gets done with this one, but these kind of mindsets are like affecting policies. Like as you can see with this whole Parkland thing, it's crazy that this happened at the same time. So raise your hand if you've ever heard about a tragedy with 1 or 2 deaths and thought, well, it was only 1 or 2 people, so that's not too bad. If you've ever felt this way, this is likely due to an overexposure of seemingly never-ending stream of tragedies in today's society. Some repercussions are just a creation of a more sociopathic society, just people who don't care about each other and are more willing to get physically hostile because they just don't care about the feelings and thoughts of other people, and just more and more rise of like pranks and stuff like that that are just completely harmful and not good at all, not lightly hearted at all. So I'm gonna put up a awful prank YouTuber, and I want you to think about how you would feel if you were the girl in this video.
Hello, man.
Are you okay?
I think so.
So the Band-Aid solution mainly just involves schools and parents being more involved with the content that the children consume. And it's going to go over that in my PSA, so please pay attention to my formal and serious PSA, and please do not laugh.
Tactical nuke incoming!
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Together we can stop this. Please spread the word.
Big picture solution. So connection of some sort of identification card or social security card to technology to verify your age. Basically just like you put in your state ID into like your computer or something. It's like, oh, you're 18. You can look at some spicy content. And then obviously total censorship of content would just stop people from viewing it altogether. Something similar to that is happening in China, so watch the following clip and think about the apps and websites that house explicit content. Think about if you have ever seen explicit videos on such apps. If censorship like this were to be in effect, would you have seen those videos?
During a trip to China, you might just find yourself in a digital detox, but not by choice. Some of the world's most popular apps and platforms are completely blocked. Facebook, Google, YouTube, Yahoo, Instagram, Snapchat, Reddit. And it's not just social media platforms and user-generated videos.
Conclusion. So basically, internet desensitization has malicious effects on children and can have a drastic and imminent implications in the near future. Like I said, a society of sociopaths. The government and parents and just schools need to like just get on this quick if we want to like stop it, or just try and put a halt in it, try and slow it down, try and reduce its impact. But it's definitely happening rapidly. So my thoughts on the matter are, I think that internet desensitization is breeding a, stronger and more mentally stable race. Like me personally, I consume a lot of internet content. I'm on there like 16 hours a day, and I have seen all sorts of stuff. And boy, not a lot affects me anymore. Is that a good thing? Yeah, why not? So I think that internet desensitization is good. Go and see some good videos today. www.spicy.com. Check it out.